So with these types of questions, I always approach them with algebra because it's easier for me to digest these statements, because otherwise they can get really confusing. So I'll start with this first sentence here. So the selling price is, let's say, S, and the cost is C. So selling price minus cost, that's our definition of profit. And they're saying that's equal to 40% profit. Now this is 40% of the cost. So that's going to be the first equation. Now I will translate this, the modified version, where they're saying if the product had costs 40% less. So C minus 0.4C, which is 40%. Or you can also write in one shot that the new cost is 0.6C, 60%, and had been sold for 5 rupees less, meaning the selling price is S minus 5. This is our cost, the new lower cost. Then they're saying the resulting profit would have been 50%. So this would be 50%, again, 50% of this new cost. So these are my two equations, and now it's just algebra. I just need to figure out S. So I'm going to try to eliminate C. So here, combine the C terms. That becomes S is 1.4C. Same here, S minus 5. This is 0.3C, and then plus 0.6C. I'm moving that term here, 0.9C. So S is 0.9C plus 5. And I can replace C here. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have moved that term, but that's okay. So this is my equation that will give me S. S is, now this is a matter of how quickly you can do this algebra, factor out the S. You can use a calculator. It's your call. So S is 5 times 1.4, and then that's 0.5. Move that decimal, 5 goes out. S is 14, which is answer choice D. So this is how I approach this question. I mean, others might use percentages, just some numbers. It's just, that just doesn't appeal to me. So I think in the end, you just have to always think of methods that work for you, that you can consistently apply under pressure. Because in the exam, you know, I can't be doing with a method that's very different from how I approach these questions. You just don't have the time or energy to do it. The other comment I want to make here about this is, because as I'm going through these CAT questions, there is sometimes some ambiguity. So here they're saying selling price is set so that you get a profit of 40%. Now, this could be phrased in different ways. For example, this could have been the selling price is so that the profit is 40% of the selling price as opposed to 40% of the cost. Here it's default, meaning it is 40% of cost, but that doesn't have to be that way. So in some ways, I think the statement is ambiguous. For example, on the GMAT, you will never see that sentence because they think there's some ambiguity about this 40% being percentage of the cost or of the selling price. So just something to keep in mind. I don't think it will be an issue in CAP, but as I go through more questions, I'll know if they are leaving some ambiguity somewhere. But you can ignore that, my final commentary on that, but that's something that can be important in some of these question types. So to summarize, the answer is 14, choice D.